Titanic's final message wasn't just a cry for help. It was a voice fading into history. It was April 14, 1912. The RMS Titanic, the unsinkable ship, was 4 days into its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York. On board were over 2,200 souls, from millionaires to migrants, all chasing a dream across the Atlantic. Deep within the ship, in the Marconi wireless room, two young men worked tirelessly. Jack Phillips, 25, and Harold Bride, 22, the ship's wireless operators. Their job? Sending telegrams from passengers and staying in contact with other ships. That night, the air was unusually still. Multiple ice warnings had come in, but not all were passed to the bridge. And then at 11:40 p.m., fate struck. The Titanic collided with an iceberg. The ship shuddered, groaned, and icy seawater poured in. Captain Smith rushed to the wireless room and gave the order, "Send the distress signal. We have struck an iceberg." Jack's fingers flew across the telegraph key. "Seek ye D, seek ye D, this is Titanic." Nearby ships heard the call. The Carpathia replied, "We are 58 miles away, coming full speed." But at sea, minutes matter. As panic grew and lifeboats were lowered, Jack and Harold kept sending, sinking fast, women and children being put into boats. They didn't pause, they didn't panic, they just kept tapping. In a room growing colder by the minute, Harold suggested they try the new signal, SOS, never used before. Jack agreed. It was the first time in history that SOS echoed across the Atlantic. Outside, passengers clung to hope. Inside, these two young men typed into the night, waist-deep in freezing water. At one point, Harold shouted, "Jack, come on. It's no use." But Jack didn't stop. He knew every second mattered. The power flickered. The floor shook. Still, Jack stayed. He believed that somewhere someone was listening. Even if the ship went down, the signal must go out. His final message, sent at 2:17 a.m., just before the ship disappeared: "We are sinking fast. This is Titanic." Then silence. Titanic was gone. Aftermath. He stood by his post till the very end. Jack Phillips died at his post, a hero, unknown to many, unforgettable to history. His body was never recovered, from a dying ship and a man who refused to abandon hope. Harold Bride survived, barely rescued after clinging to an overturned lifeboat in the freezing dark. He later said, "Jack was a brave man," and that final message, it wasn't just Morse code, it was a farewell. Epilogue. Over 1,500 lives were lost that night. But through the static and storm, Jack Phillips' message still echoes, a message of duty, courage, and the human spirit. Even in its final moments, we are sinking fast. This is Titanic. When the Titanic sank, it took over 1,500 lives and shattered the illusion that human engineering was invincible. After the disaster, new maritime laws were created, including enough lifeboats for all and 24-hour radio watch on ships. The tragedy reminded the world, even the mightiest can fall. And sometimes warnings come too late.